صل على مبيننا صل على محمد.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our dear viewers, and welcome to another episode on the life of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. On this episode, we are going to discuss about the incident that happened in Bir Mauna. And if you remember, before we have discussed about the mischief of the Banu Asad and the Banu Lahyan in the previous episodes. And today we are going to discuss about this incident, and it's a continuation on the life of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the mischief of the tribes that were very close to Medina, and some of them were as far as Najd, and we know that most of them were instigated by the Meccans against the Muslims. To help us understand this incident and some more details about the life of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I have here in the studio on my immediate right brother Said Sambaso, and on his right we have Ustaz Dembaba. Gentlemen, assalamu alaikum and welcome to the program. So, brother Said Sambaso, we have seen before in the previous episodes that like we said, the Meccans and those who were their allies had changed tactics, because we know before they will group and then they will try to form an army and try to attack Medina. But we have seen, as per the previous episodes, we have seen that they have changed tactics. Now they were coming into Medina, posing as people who want to accept Islam, and then they would lure the Muslims out and then start attacking them, because they thought that was now the best way for them to take revenge. And this incident is no exception. But let's go straight and talk about this incident, that is the Bir Mauna. What is the background itself?
Zakumullah, thank you very much once again for having me. As you said, we are discussing about the tribes of the Quraysh, or the desert Arabs, in which they were constantly against Islam, and they are always making plans to see that Islam is being eradicated in Arabia. Like we said, we have discussed certain tribes like the Asad tribe and the Lahyan tribe, understand? But this time we are going to talk about the Bir Ma'un. Like you say, this tribe also, they have done something, understand, very tragic, we can say, against Islam. Like it is narrated, one man by the name Abu Bara al-Amiri, who was also a chieftain of the tribe, and this tribe was situated at central Arabia. So this chief by the name of Abu Bara, he was the chief of Banu Amir. He presented himself. It is narrated one time he came to the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then he have a discussion with the Holy Prophet regarding Islam. And the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam kindly and very clearly explained the message of Islam to him. He was impressed, although he didn't accept Islam at that particular time. So perhaps it might be this reason why he made a request to the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam should send few companions along with him, so that they can go and convey the message of Islam to the people of Najd. But we already discussed about these people of Najd. They were always raising, understand, groups against Islam. So the Holy Prophet has never have a trust about them. But then, after making this request to the Holy Prophet that he should send some companion to go along with him to convey the message, the Holy Prophet made a statement by saying that I do not trust the people of Najd. So this Abu Bara, he responded, he said, do not worry, I guarantee the security of their security. That means nothing is going to happen to them. So don't worry about that. Then because of the Holy Prophet seeing that, while he was preaching him, he was impressed, and also since the chief, so he was satisfied maybe with his statement that he's going to grant a protection or security to his people. So as a result of that, he dispatched some of the companions to go along with this individual. Also, it is narrated in Sahih Bukhari, the same incident. What I was discussing, it is based on history. But then this is a narration from Sahih Bukhari again, that there were also some people who came to the Holy Prophet from the tribe of Rail and Dakwan. So it is narrated that these people were a branch of the tribe known as the Banu Sulaim. They presented themselves to the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Also, they make a claim that they have accepted Islam, and also they request to the Holy Prophet that he should send some companions to go along with him and convey the message. Again, the Holy Prophet sallallahu said that he did not have, a trust to these people, but then he was assured that their security is going to be protected. So upon this, the Holy Prophet ﷺ sent some companions. It is narrated it is up to 70 companions, and most of them were qaris. That means they are very versed in the Holy Quran. Most of them, in fact, were hufaz, those who memorize the Holy Quran. So they went with these individuals to the place of Najda. But what happened after reaching there, inshallah, as the program goes on, we will be able to narrate more.
So, thank you very much, Brother Samba. So, Sadamba, we see that now that we know the Meccans have changed strategy, and the Prophet ﷺ himself was aware of that, because prior to this, there was an incident we narrated in the previous episodes where he sent 10 companions who were already prepared. Before the arrival of those people, they were already prepared to go and outside and get information about the Meccans. But hence, there was an opportunity for preaching. Then the Prophet ﷺ said they should go out with those people. But we know 8 of them were killed, and 2 of them were sold as captives, as slaves to the Meccans, and then eventually also they were killed. Now the Prophet ﷺ know that this is a new strategy, and here comes other people, in fact a chief of a tribe, telling him that I want some of your people to come with me to teach my people about Islam. The Prophet ﷺ himself did not trust that, and you will have to tell him, I do not trust the people of Najd. So we can see that how the Prophet ﷺ himself was concerned about the lives of his companions. But eventually, when he was assured that their life was safe, he sent them out. And like Brother Sambaso said, there are about 70 of them. What happened to these people?
Thank you so much. It was when the Holy Prophet ﷺ discussed with this chief, Abu Bara, and the Holy Prophet ﷺ, perhaps it was in the presence of the Real and Dakwan tribe. Maybe the discussion was taking place when those people too were present. But then he could not trust them, and then he later on agreed when the chief offered that they will be safe, their security will be considered indeed. Then the Holy Prophet ﷺ dispatched these 70 Hufas, or you call them Qaris. They were up to 70, and during the day, we have to understand, they used to go fetch firewood for their ants, and in the night, they stay rest part of the night, or a good part of the night, in worship of Allah the Almighty. But the Holy Prophet ﷺ sent his companions, these 70 companions with this chief. When these people reached a place called Bir Ma'una, which was named as such because of the well water, or water well we can call it, an individual named Hamran bin Milhan radiallahu ta'ala anhu, who was the companion of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was also the maternal uncle of Anas bin Malik radiallahu ta'ala anhu, went forward with the message of Islam to Amir bin Tufail. Amir was also a chief of the Amir tribe and a paternal nephew of Abu Bara Amiri, the chief who went to the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam earlier on. The rest of the companions remained behind. When Hamran bin Milhan, when he reached radiallahu ta'ala anhu, when he reached to this tribe, when he arrived, he met the Amir called Amir bin Tufail. They welcomed him in a nice, warm welcome. They gave him warm welcome, so much so that he felt at home. When he started preaching to them the message of Islam, and they give signal to some individuals who went behind him and then spear him from behind. So you can see that this was the hypocrisy of those individuals. After killing him, this Amir bin Tufail, he was not even okay with that, but he have to go after the other 70, or you can say now 69, who were left behind. So he have to go after them. He encouraged the two tribes that they should go for him. That is the tribe of Rail and Dakwan. He encouraged the tribe of Banu Amir that they should go for him. They said no, they are not going for him because of the agreement he had with the Abu Bara. The Holy Prophet ﷺ had an agreement with Abu Bara. So because of that, we are not going after these people and we are not going to kill them. Despite the fact that then this man, he went after the tribe of Banu Ra'il, Dakwan and Usayya, etc. These tribes, they were from the Banu Sulaim as well, a branch from the Banu Sulaim. These people went, go to that delegation after killing the mercenary of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. They went even after those 60 people. They attacked them, killed them, and when they reached, these people were saying that we have no quarrel with you. We have not only come with an assignment from the Prophet ﷺ. We have not come to fight. But these people do not listen. They murdered them all. Among the companions who were present at the time, only one individual was spared. And
thank you very much.
Perhaps we will read that.
Sorry, Ustaz Dembaba. We have seen that even when these people come, you know, you can see, like the writer himself put it very clearly, the hypocrisy. It started from the beginning when they went there posing as people who want to accept Islam, but then in reality they did not. And the fear of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and that what he made public to them then was that he do not trust the people of Najd. And knowing also that the people, the Banu Sulaim and the Banu Ghatafan, we discussed about them even before the battle of, we talk about the battle of Badr. Some of the expeditions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ and his companions were against these very people called the Banu Sulaim and the Banu Sulaim and the Banu Ghatafan. But after killing those people, like you said, only one individual was left. But there were also some brothers and sisters, some two individuals who were not at the time with the main group, but they were somewhere grazing their animals. Can you tell us what happened to those people?
Zakumullah. Like you said, they have already caused a deception to their agreement that they have killed all these people. Only one remain, and by the name we are made to know it is Ka'b bin Zayd radiallahu anhu, who fortunately remained not to be killed by these people. But then they did not only stop, did not only leave him like that, but they also attack him and they wound him. But then they left him thinking that he is going to die, he is going to die. But eventually he did not die. So he was among those people who were safe from this tragic action of these people. But then also, like you said, there were two people who at the time did not reach at the same time with these companions. And we are made to know these are Amir bin Umayyah, Damri radiallahu anhu, and Mundir bin Muhammad radiallahu anhu, who were also like, they went out to graze their camels, so they did not reach at the same time with these people. So before they will go and reach to this place, that is Bir Ma'un, they find out that this attack has already taken place, and then most of them have been killed. But prior to reaching to that place, they have seen a sign that whenever you see a sign at the time, not even at the time, even now, whenever you see birds like vultures flying over, you realize that there is something that happened. Either animal is killed or something has happened there. And they know at that time there was constant war, battles taking place. So they realized that something has happened here. So they were surprised what might happen, because this is a sign of battle. So they went forward, and upon seeing what has happened, upon realizing these people have been killed, so now they were consulting each other what to do. Should they go and reach, or should they go back and inform the Holy Prophet ﷺ about this deception of these people they have used against the Muslims? So one of them said, by the name Mundir, he said, I shall not flee from where our Amir, Munzir bin Amir, has been martyred, who was the first person who went and they welcomed him after they killed him, and eventually they attacked the others. So this individual says, I am not going to go home to inform the Holy Prophet when my own Amir, by the name Munzir ibn Amir, has been martyred. Hence, he also proceeded towards the place where this battle took place. So he was also martyred. So remained one individual by the name Amir bin Umayyah ad-Damri, who was also taken captive by these disbelievers. So they eventually, they wanted to kill him. They wanted to murder him as well. But then, well before they killed him, their leader by the name Amir bin Tufail, who realized that there was, this man is from a tribe, and this tribe, my mother has made a vow that they should not capture people from that tribe. Understand? Even if they are captured, they should release them as soon as possible. And we know some of the Arab, they respect their vow, not in the case of Islam, because they were against Islam. So they can do anything to break their vow. But when it comes to their own people, most often than not, they take that vow. So he eventually released that individual, so he did not kill him. So these were basically the two people who remained behind, but the other person was killed among those people who were grazing the animals. So eventually the only two people who were safe was the Ka'b bin Zayd, who was wounded and climbed the mountain, and this individual, that is Umayyah bin Damra, who was among the tribe of Mudar, and Tufail mother made a vow that those people should not be captured and should not be killed. So basically these were the only two, but all the remaining were
So we can
murdered.
say out of the 70, 68 were murdered.
Exactly.
And only two were spared. Even among these two, there was one they thought he was just going to die. The
That's Ka'b bin Zayd.
one who climbed the mountain, Ka'b. Yeah, so Ustaz Demba, as we have said, that among those 10 people who were sent, 2 of them were sold into slavery, but then before they were killed, they left a lasting impression on the hearts of even the people who wanted to kill them. I think the same has happened in this incident also. There was a companion called Amir bin Fuhaira. Tell us about what impression he left on the hearts of those who killed him.
Thank you so much. You know, the companions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, from the beginning of battles, they left with us impression which are indeed good, not only with us, but even the disbelievers themselves. The example of Khabab yesterday, or in our previous episode, we have covered that as well. But this Amir bin Fuhaira, the freed slave of Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and he was a pioneer devotee of Islam as well. He was a devotee of Islam, and was also among the companions of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam who were martyred in the incident of Bir Ma'una. This companion, when he was killed by the person named Jabbar bin Salama, who, when killing him, he still recalled, he said, when I was killing him, he said, Fustu bi Rabbil Kaaba, I have indeed attained, by God, I have attained my objective. Jabbar said, and I quote, upon hearing these words, I was astonished that I have just murdered this person, and he says that he has attained his objective. What a peculiar thing indeed. As such, when I later inquired as to the reason for this, I was informed that the Muslim people consider the sacrifice of their lives in the way of God as being a greatest success a person can attain. This left such a lasting impression upon my disposition that ultimately this very influence pulled me towards Islam. The Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you see, this is the best example which in fact drew this man nearer to Islam. He was forced to accept Islam, and when he accepted Islam, he said this, not forced, not by the use of force. Maybe some people might be listening, they misunderstand, but it was not with the sword, but the impression that companion left in his heart that forced him to accept Islam because of that good impression. And he accepted Islam, and he narrated this. He was saying that he was indeed, this was the reason why he accepted Islam as well.
So we can see that even at the point of death, the Sahabas were
Preachers.
always wary of what impression they will leave in the hearts and minds of those who were around them. So Brother Said Samba, so this must have been something very heavy on the Muslims, but particularly the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Can you tell us how did this affected him?
Zakumullah, the Holy Prophet Muhammad Mustafa Sassam, it is in fact narrated like he was sad, like somebody who have lost his children, his own son, biological son, we say. Because we know in Islam, in religious matter, the Holy Prophet Sassam said, Al-Muslim akhul Muslim. A Muslim, his real or true brother is a Muslim like himself. So the Holy Prophet Sassam holds so dear to his side, these people, to the extent that he loved them so much so that it is just like a son to him. So he was sad and he was moved by this. And also the other reason why he was not happy is that these people, after using a false, agreement, or in fact, no, we can say false agreement, but they are trying to fake, they were lying in their agreement. They continue lying in their agreement. As you said, the 10 companions, that was also something that they breached the agreement. And here again, 70 companions, and most of them are Qaris. Some of them are Hufaz of the Holy Quran. They are very instrumental. Number one, they are poor and they are selfless, and as them also already said, most of their work was to worship the Almighty Allah during the night. So they have no other objective. Exactly. So this was their duty. So the Holy Prophet loved these people, and he know that they are going to be very instrumental when it comes to the spreading and conveying the message of Islam to the entire world, since they are Hufas and they know Islam very well. So losing that huge number of people, this automatically, we know that the Holy Prophet was moved about and he was sad. But then the Holy Prophet always is the embodiment of patience. When we are to learn patience, it's from him that we can learn. So he bear that patience, and he know these people have not lost, because the Holy Quran says, do not say those who die in the way of Allah are dead, but they are alive, but you perceive it not. So because of that, he was able to be patient, and then the only thing he said is, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. That is solely we are from Allah, and all of us solely we are going back to him. So that was the state. And also after this, the Holy Prophet said the following words. He said, this is a result of the action of Abi Bara, the one whom he have agreement with. For I had disliked sending of these people, and was apprehensive of the people of Najda. He know how wicked and tyrant these people of Najda are towards Islam. But as a result of Abi Bara, as a result of his statement that their security are going to be granted, he allowed them to go. But if hadn't been that was not the reason, he would have never allowed them, because knowing the people of Najda. This was the statement the Holy Prophet made regarding this. But all what we can say, he bear the patient. He know these people have attained their objective.
So I think narrations also have it that there was nothing that pained him, that grieved him.
Exactly.
Before and after this event. Exactly. So people have observed that about him.
You can perhaps imagine it in this way: somebody who lose 80 sons or 80 children in this world. Talk less of the spiritual world, because we are talking about spirituality. The Holy Prophet ﷺ has lost 80 companions who are even dearer to him than his own sons, biological sons, I mean. You can imagine how painful or how the situation would have been to the Holy Prophet ﷺ. You cannot indeed comprehend the grief and then the sorrow the Holy Prophet ﷺ had to go through when these companions of his, most of whom were Hufas of the Holy Quran, were martyred, were killed in a cold blood.
Thank you very much, Ustaz Dema. But this goes to both of you. What do we take from these two incidents?
Perhaps deception at the time of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. This is the second time they have deceived the Holy Prophet ﷺ by telling him that we are ready to accept Islam, or people are ready to accept Islam. But then they go otherwise. They kill the companions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. This is a thing that we Muslims, we should learn from. And it is a lesson for every individual, for every person. Yes.
So there is that deception, but it is on the part of those who did not believe, who hated the Muslims. But for the Muslims, the Holy Prophet ﷺ has taught very strictly that even in war, you are not to lie. We remember in the Battle of Badr, there was companions he sent to gather information who were captured by the Meccans, and they agreed that they will not fight. They were released on the agreement that they will not fight against the Meccans. So when they met the Prophet ﷺ in Badr,
Send them back.
they told him that we were released on this condition. He said, you go fulfill your promise. You don't have to join us.
Abdurrahman bin Auf, the agreement with Umayyah bin Khalaf, that he in fact wanted to protect him. He was injured as a result of trying to protect him. So that was the level of trust and honesty the companions were having. So, and also one thing I want to add about it is, like, the Muslims are expected to learn from these incidents, not only to narrate them, because we say the Holy Prophet is the greatest exemplary made for us. I remember Hazrat Masih Maud in one of his writings I've seen, where he's saying that you cannot only say Allah is there for us, we are Muslim, we believe in. No, you have to be alert and you have to secure yourself properly, and do not allow to be deceived. Like the Holy Prophet, la yuldakul mu'minu min juhurin wahida, that meaning marratain, that a Muslim cannot be stung twice with this. So after this, we believe the Holy Prophet will never believe in these people, because they have done it once and twice. So we should be very careful, and we should try and secure ourselves. And Masih Maud says, after protecting yourself and being alert, and always follow it with prayer. So it is very, very important we learn from this. We should try to differentiate people who are deceiving and not deceiving, especially the present
the Holy
generation.
Prophet himself has followed this with prayer.
Exactly.
It is narrated that he used to recite a particular dua even after Fajr, in the Fajr prayer, in the morning Salat. And he is reported to have said that our Master, have mercy upon us and hold back the hands of the enemies of Islam, who are ruthless and stone-hearted, spilling the blood of innocent Muslims with the intention that your religion may be expunged. So this, I think, should be the part that we close our program with. Thank you very much to both of you, and to you, our viewers. This is All Time Allowed Us. We thank you very much for being with us. And you are following your program coming to you from MTA International Gambia Studios, entitled The Life of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. But if you want to know more, you want to read more about the life of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, you can visit our website, that is www.alislam.org. You will have enough material to read about the life of the Holy Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. For now, we say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
صل على مبيننا صل على محمد صل على نبينا صل على